Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is MasterOfRoflness, and we have Game 2 between Burntcustard in the orange trunks and purple OrbNet in the purple spandex shorts. He's going with the same build, Max Power Plant, another Max Energy Storage, and then Deep Energy Plant. While we have Orange going for Max Power Plant, Max, and then Quick Air Factory. So Mr. Orange is going to go for a little bit of an air factory, which means he's going to be able to scout out his little base over here, and thus he will be able to see what purple is planning, which is good for him. That is very, very good. Quick intel is always good because you don't really want to be blind too often in this game. You want to know where your opponent is, and you want to know where you need to attack in order to kill your opponent, and that's why he got out the scout plane. So he's going to go down this way. And he should really be changing direction, going for over here. Come on. America's over here, Columbus. Go over there. Come on. Come on. Come on. In fact, he's not going to use the scout plane at all. It's just going to hover there. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Goodbye. So he's going to be able to eventually find purple. And because of that, he's going to redirect his focus towards attacking purple, as well as scouting out in directions where purple is not located, which is pretty good for him. That means he's going to obviously be able to defend himself and just be able to fight purple in a manner where he's not completely deaf and blind and stupid. So purple actually has a little bit of an advantage in this area. He has a little bit more mexes, and orange had to do a little bit of walking. It shouldn't hurt him too much, but the problem is that now orange has a little bit more factory production, whereas purple has a little bit more energy and resource production. So it's kind of really the sort of dynamic that you see between two of these players. One can obviously support more factories, but doesn't have enough factories to really build out units, while the other one can support more factories, but doesn't have enough resources to support those factories. So we're going to see a little bit of a slow start right now. And this map is actually not that plentiful in terms of resources compared to the other map, so it's going to take both players a little bit of walking and running around the entire map with a headless chicken to kind of find your resources and find your bearings. So right now he's going to expand over here. That's very dangerously close to orange right now, and orange has a formidable amount of spy planes, and in last game the spy planes really didn't do much of an impact. After talking with some of the players, the purple player actually in question wants to use the spy planes to kill off some of orange's units. The problem with that is that spy planes, they have really bad targeting, and because of that you will most likely never hit your target. However, maybe he can. He has an excess amount of spy planes. He can do some harassment. If he sees these fabricators, he can definitely kill the fabricators, but I'm not sure about the mexes. As you can see, scout planes really don't do that much damage. They miss a lot. He should be doing this focusing on the fabricators. At least he'll be able to delay the production of that mech, so that's good for him. Shouldn't lose these scout planes, though. That would be bad on his part. There's a little bit of mexes over here and a little bit of some mexes over here. So orange will have a little bit of breathing room against purple and have a little bit more mexes in the long run, because purple will have to expand to faraway reaches in order to gain his mexes. He doesn't have really a dedicated mex field. So orange has maybe an easier time to actually expand and maybe even contain his opponent than purple did. Whereas purple in the last game was able to build radar and just kind of scout out and probe his opponent rapidly, really fast, and that was a nice interceptor kill right there with all those scout planes focusing fire. Wow, another nice kill. Holy crap, these scout planes are like the ace pilots of World War II of the Planetary Annihilation universe. Maybe they might be able to kill this fabricator. No, so close. GG, Burntcustard's already lost. GG, it's over. But yeah, Burntcustard might have an easier time with containing his opponent, because his opponent will need to go more farther out to get mex fields, and he doesn't really have a dedicated mex field source, whereas orange actually kind of does. So it just kind of shows you how these players are going to have to react to each other now in this game, whereas in the other game it was definitely purple being advantageous towards orange, because purple had a lot more mex fields to kind of rely upon, whereas orange needed to go a little bit farther out, and he was thus easily countered. So as we can see, he's expanding over here, still very dangerously close. He needs to build some single turret defenses, more missile turrets against the rampaging doxes, and purple also needs to defend some of these areas over here as well, because orange is right now beating him in the dox raid sort of department of the game. We see 2 doxes coming out from purple, 3 coming out from orange. So with correct micro, maybe purple can actually win this engagement. But same could be said with orange. So one mech is going to go down for purple. That's a little bit of a shame. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 factories being put down for purple. One of them is an air factory. The other 2 are bots. And the other one is a bot as well. Whereas we can see with orange, he has a vehicle factory, 2 bot factories, and an air factory. So almost identical factory builds. Scouting wise, both players are doing a fair amount of damage to each other, but not too much to really call one having an advantage over the other. In fact, a lot of purple's resources are actually covered with missile turrets. However, he's not doing anything to this one docks, and if orange doesn't send down a docks to actually kill off this docks, I'm afraid that he might actually lose 4 metal extractors. Oh my god, another docks coming down from purple? This is crazy. 4 metal extractors going down this early in the game is actually really bad. Really bad. And orange is right now losing some of his units to bombers, which is also not good. Oh, and interceptor kill, but wow, that orange interceptor killed 3 units, I think. Oh my god, that was definitely a good trade. See that orange was able to halt purple's advance of metal extractors, and now we'll be able to just slowly whittle down these metal extractors. But 1 bomber should be able to clear that docks out. So we just see now the destruction of 3 metal extractors compared to purple's 2 lost metal extractors, and that's pretty potent early game. Like, I'm not going to lie, that could actually hurt the players in the long run if they don't replace those metal extractors. And if purple continues to have an advantage over orange in terms of metal extractors, he'll never be able to outcompete purple in terms of resource buildup. But now he's going to be able to actually fight this off, so that's good for orange. Now he has some spy planes that actually stay around and just kill doxes. However, 2 interceptors are going to come out and basically annihilate this force. A little bit unfortunate. I still cannot believe the spy planes can do one-shot kills. It's like a fucking sniper rifle of the Call of Duty age in Planetary Annihilation. So orange has a little bit of a mixed army. Ants, doxes. Doxes for close range attacks, fast skirmishes, and kind of outflanking your opponent, while ants are good for long range bombardment. Purple, on the other hand, has a lot of doxes. No ants in sight, but he does have some bombers, so that's good. Take out the bombers, the ants with bombers, which is good. Purple's continuing to probe away at orange, and this is something orange needs to do a lot more often. He's only been able to kill a few metal extractors, whereas purple's been able to kill a lot more. And because now orange has left this entire site completely undefended, in fact, orange really has no base defenses, he could actually lose maybe a large portion of his base due to a couple of doxes just getting lucky. But as we can see, orange is going all fucking in, moving up some vehicle factories, moving up some fabricators and doxes with his commander out and missile turrets. Oh la la almighty. He's going definitely all in. He could actually win a battle. He could if he microed correctly. So purple is just continuing to probe orange, and I have to say he's doing a marvelous job at that. Great job for orange. Great job. And if orange plays his cards right, he could still win this though. I'm not saying marvelous jobs just because, like, oh my god, it's GG already. Like, no. I'm saying that he's orange is doing good, but he's not doing enough of sort of good things in order to kind of, get an advantage over purple. And right now, purple is taking all of the chances that orange has completely away from him. He's killing off his metal extractors slowly but surely. Orange is not doing a damn thing to replace metal extractors that are being lost. And because of that, he's definitely ahead. Or purple is definitely ahead. And purple has lost metal extractors, but not as much as orange right now. So we're seeing an engagement between purple and orange. Dox is coming out, coming close, very close. Ants are not targeting their the intended target correctly. They're not targeting the commander, and that's a problem. However, the commander is very weak. One D gun can definitely bring this commander to half HP, or maybe more so. But that fabricator should be able to heal up purple quite a bit, so that's okay. Pelter coming down from orange. Interesting choice. Now purple will be a little bit cautious right now. He has to be a little bit cautious because now if he moves up his units, bam, he has the twin barrel laser turret that could annihilate this entire army, as well as the missile turret that could annihilate Doxes, and the Pelter. Man, oh man, that Pelter could do a ton of damage, actually. People underestimate the Pelter. The Pelter does a lot of damage, and it has an impressive amount of range. So for the most part, Orange was able to stop, well, Orange's kind of expansion. And as we can see, Orange isn't really expanding. He's not. He's rebuilding areas that he's already lost, but he's not expanding, which is a problem. Now, rebuilding areas that you've already lost is definitely very, very, very important, but also expanding is as well, because if you keep losing the same stuff over and over again, and you don't continue to expand and profit as well, then you're just going to be in a perpetual cycle of losing and then winning a little bit, losing and then winning a little bit, and that's a problem. Like, with every one factory that you lost, you should build 2 to replace it. And same strategy and same philosophy goes for mexes. So we can see the battle of the Pelters right now, and already Orange's Pelter goes down due to supreme amount of micro coming down from Purple's units, as well as Purple's Pelter, which is good. Very, very good. He was able to react just in the nick of time in order to stop Orange's engagement, and that Pelter was able to target the enemy Orange Pelter, which is pretty good. Now, if Purple moved up just a little bit more with his commander, with his Doxes, and with his fabricators, and just focus fired on Orange's commander, Purple will definitely win. Now, focus on the fabricators. Fight the fabricators. Come on. No, they're over there. Over there. There's the devil. Fire at the devil. And we could right now actually see the loss of Orange if Purple can just stop targeting everything else. Don't target the Doxes, you stupid paraplegic cabbage. Target the commander. Target him. A lot of good damage coming out. Now that Purple actually has the Pelter, he's going to do a ton more damage than Orange can ever put out. And Orange has lost his entire army. He's dead. GG. G-fucking-G. So, why did Orange lose? Again, same problem. Purple was able to methodically kill Orange one by one with slow stabs with dull spoons. He was able to kind of outproduce Orange in the long run. He was able to expand while Orange was really just rebuilding over lost areas and not really expanding afterwards. He did go for an all-in, and it would have worked, but the problem was that he just didn't really execute it well. So good game to both opponents, good game to both players, and maybe there'll be another rematch. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.